Thanks for joining me. I appreciate the time. As I mentioned earlier, anything personal identifying information will not be revealed in this interview. To reveal your name and you just talk about your experiences at UNCC.
Cool. Sounds good.
First, I want you to kind of elaborate on why you decided to pursue a degree in finance.
I decided to start first of all, I decided to pursue a degree in general because I think higher education is the most straightforward path to success. It's not the only path, but it's the one that I align with the most. And specifically finance, I've always been interested in money, making money, stuff like that. So it's just one of my hobbies. I really like, the stock market, business, investing, all that kind of stuff. So finance, was a pretty much no-brainer for me. I think there's a lot of good fields in it too. The income's pretty well. There's always going to be fields in finance. So yeah,
So you're familiar with the line, greed is good.
yeah, in a way.
And talk about your experience of working with the financial aid website at UNCC or the
Um,
financial aid in general.
like the FAFSA.
Well, no, the actually UNCC has a website with financial aid and it's tied to the financial aid and admissions website.
Okay, yeah, I think I've used it before. It's fine. I will say that a lot of UNCC's backend websites probably aren't my favorite. There's a lot of things that are clunky. They could be done better. They do have some that are better. But I think a lot of like the student accounts, student records sites could be overhauled. Financial aid being one of those. Some sites that they have that I do like, the degree works is okay. And the schedule wizard, those are pretty good websites. The reviewers can still use a little bit of work. But I'd say it's adequate, but maybe not excellent.
Okay. Could you elaborate on some pieces that you wish were improved?
Yeah, just make it easier to find, make it more user friendly. It's buried behind a couple tabs, and it's not the easiest to locate from the Charlotte website. So,
And what inspired you to come to UNCC?
so I've always lived in North Carolina. Didn't want to pay out of state tuition. So, first of all, that filtered me down to just staying in state. I'm from a little bit outside Asheville, so Charlotte's pretty close for me.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
That's the place to be broke downtown.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And then so I only really applied to two schools. One of them was UNCC, obviously, and then Western Carolina. I toured both campuses, learned a bit more about their programs. Charlotte stuck out for me just because of their business program was a lot better than Western's. I think for business, Charlotte is the best place in North Carolina to do it by far. There's just a lot of opportunities. Charlotte's the second biggest financial hub in the US besides New York City. A lot of people don't know that. So it's really excellent to learn about business, finance, accounting. And then Charlotte was reasonably affordable as well. And I got in. So just the location of Charlotte, the program's pretty decent as well. And then the cost was there as well.
And
So
what year are you in?
I am right now, I'm a senior graduating in
Okay.
December. So thank you.
So what are your aspirations once you graduate? Plan to work in North Carolina or
Yeah, I'll probably stay in Charlotte for a little bit. My immediate plans, I'm entering this summer LA Davis, so probably looking for a return offer from them would be my knee-jerk reaction. Right now I'm leaning heavily on the accounting side in terms of feedback and traction, in terms of getting opportunities. And with that, I really want to become a CPA. So I think coming out of school, I need to finish up the 150 credit hour requirements and then start going and pursuing the CPA. And then from there, we'll see.
well, I tell you that you seem to be pretty smooth to me because you read my mind. Next question was internship. What was the experience of getting an internship and working with the school if you did?
Getting an internship is hard. I've been lucky enough to have two already. I'm currently in a property management internship for a real estate company. We have a couple in Charlotte, so I stay on site and work on site. And we have some others in the southern region, kind of spreading to the Middle East too, of the U.S. And then before that, I had a commercial real estate internship. It was online. So I've had an internship since sophomore year here, which is really lucky and pretty abnormal. And then of course we have LA Davis coming up this summer. I'd say to get an internship, it takes a lot of time and persistence. Most of my applications were denials. I submitted countless applications that haven't been converted into anything. Had a lot of interviews too. So I'd say to be successful in that, and to be a portion of those students that do get internships, I would say any opportunity you have to interact with a company that you want to work for, you should take advantage of and put yourself in a good spotlight. So that could even be attending like the virtual webinars that Bank of America or Deloitte will have on campus. I've done a bunch of those. And then obviously going to every career fair that is relevant to you. So especially like the financial services career fair. We just had that a little bit ago. I went to that, even though I already have a role for the summer, just to further put my name out there. And then they have a big one at the beginning of every semester. So I think definitely going to those is important. You have to present yourself well in there. You want to be dressed nice. You want to have an elevator pitch ready. You want to do research on the company beforehand, and then you want to have your resume too. These recruiters, especially at bigger companies like Deloitte, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they see so many students in a given time at these career fairs that it's really hard to stand out sometimes. So you just need to do a lot on the back end before you go up there just to increase those chances. Um, just make yourself look as best as possible and just try as hard as you can and get good at talking to people is probably what helped me the most.
Also, I see too, it's great that you apply the attitude, you persevere. Because I recall briefly in my experience, I was getting my MBA and master's at Pittsburgh. And when the recruiters came in, it was a tense moment because we knew those recruiters only want to select a certain number of students
Yeah.
and they were looking for something. Now, we also had career services that helped us. Did you have career services here to help you with internships, interviewing prep?
Yeah, Charlotte is good about that. My first internship, I found on one of the Charlotte will send out periodically, like every week or something, like a list of all current internships that companies are hiring for, even full time. They'll send out an email blast for those. That's how I found my first internship. Applied directly on the link to that email, so they made that connection there. Um, and then on top of that, internship that I'm at now, our company actually attended one of the career fairs here at UNCC, so I made that connection there. The school made both of those possible. And then beyond that, I know the Career Center offers interview prep, and they'll also have companies that'll come on campus and do interview prep or resume overhauls for students. I haven't done those. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't have. But yeah, they do have those for sure if that's something that anyone ever wanted to go to.
Okay. And my last question is, if you provide this information, if you want someone who you feel could be a difference maker and saying, how can I service students better with internships and as well as being a finance major and getting financial aid, well, who you want the recipient to be and why?
Um, so any student that I could pick,
Yes.
okay. Um, I would say pick someone that's probably about halfway through their college career, so maybe sophomore, early junior. Someone that's already proven that they're here to work hard and that is ready to learn. They have good attendance in class. They don't need a perfect GPA, just something that's good to show that they're making progress and learning. Um, I would want it to go to someone that really tries hard and maybe hasn't been handed everything to them in life, so they had to work themselves to get here a little bit, and then that has big career goals in the future. That's probably who I would want it to go to, and maybe someone who's not as financially stable or affluent, since the aid would be better for them too.
Okay. Now I do have one more question. I was thinking about the fact that you are in North Carolina, you want to go to school in North Carolina. If someone's a transfer student, do you feel that UNC Charlotte is a college that can welcome them as well in that transition going from one university for 2 or 3 years and all of a sudden like voila, I'm at UNCC. What happens now?
Yeah, I think so. I think it would be good. Obviously there's a lot of things behind that, transfer credits, what gets accepted, what doesn't. I would say that should be really important too when looking at that. But in terms of coming to the school and feeling like you made a good decision, I think you would. I'm speaking personally from like the business school standpoint. I can't speak on like STEM or mechanical engineering school, but from at least the business standpoint, I think the coursework is really good. We have lot of really great professors in the business college. I'd say my top three favorite professors are all in the business school. And then the school does a lot of like events that are free too on campus. So if you don't know anyone, I think it's probably easy to meet people. It's not like super intense feeling here either. It's not like stuck up. I feel like I can just kind of come in and knock it out and I mean meet some cool people. So yeah, there's lots of clubs and everything too. It's a good location. You're close to a lot of stuff. You're even if you don't have a car, you can still go to uptown on the light rail for free as a student. So I think it'd be a good choice for transfers.
Okay. Anything else you want to share before we close out?
No, but thanks for your interviewing me.
Thank you, especially a short time notice.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Cool.
All right. Have a nice day, man.
Yeah, you too. I'll go get the next guy.
Okay.